So I want to talk about parallel processing. This is something that I'm learning to use to be able to make breakthroughs in my learning. So often the normal way of learning is very linear. So you have to go and you put in an amount of time, and then you study, and then it really is based on how much time you spend on a specific subject. But what I'm talking about right now is something I think that's going to be revolutionary. I got the beginning of this in college when I was able to see my physics material within the day-to-day. So I was able to perceive how physics apply to my daily life. So I remember one time I was learning about motion. I think I was learning about kinetic motion and then potential energy. And I was walking around my school, and then I saw that people were crossing the street, and the street's in the middle, and there's like waves of people coming in. And so as one person hold on as the light turned green and the people were able to walk through the street, I immediately saw how as they accumulated, there was a peak of energy there. Boom. And so that was amplitude. There was an increase in amplitude because of more I want to say kinetic energy was in the system. So boom, and then for that time that they crossed, there was that increase in amplitude, and then it dropped. And so people went their way. Now, parallel processing is this idea that you can process topics from different fields in your day-to-day experience. So I'm not just learning when I'm putting time and focus on a specific subject. I'm learning when I'm going day-to-day and automatically, subconsciously making the connections. So this is actually this is proven through neuroscience. There's something called diffuse mode and then focus mode. And so I read this from a book on how to learn math, right? And what they were talking about was this idea, this phenomenon of we have focus mode and then we have diffuse mode. Focus mode allows you to focus on a subject and allows you to solve problems. And it's what happens when you're really stressed and focused on a specific thing. And a lot of times people don't ever exit that mode. So people are constantly on focus mode when they're studying, and that's important. We need stress in our lives, but if we're not able to bring that to turn that off and be able to enter diffuse mode, then we're going to be chronically stressed, and so then we will never see the gaps. We'll never see the parallels, the connections between different subjects and different basically different subjects, different domains. So this video is really for the polymath. It's for the person who is interested in speeding up their learning. It's for the person who's interested in discovering the secrets of the universe. It's for the person who's interested in discovering the potential of their mind. So when we're speaking about the mind, what we're really speaking about is this idea that the mind is not fixed. The mind is plastic. We have plasticity, and there's not just one specific neuron that where we can draw information from. Our ability to connect various areas in our brain is going to dictate how fast we learn. The more connections you have in your brain, the faster you learn. And I also learned this through psychedelics. Psychedelics allow you to enter the default mode network, turn off the thinking mind, the monkey mind, and it would allow me to make connections and see parallels between different realities. And so through that, through that whole experience, I've accumulated all this experience, all these theories, and also the science to back it up. And so I've discovered this thing, parallel processing, and I'm using it in my day-to-day. It's very applicable. Now, I wish I could research this. I would love to research this and put this out there for people, but my life is my research, right? So that's the only way to do it right here. But anyways, let's talk about a specific example. I'm a day trader right now, and this is really also going to be connected to intuition. So you can't really parallel process so well if you're not connected to your intuition, but there's various videos on this, and I'll put them out in the future. But so day trading and dance, and I've already talked about this before, but now it's become clearer. So today I was kind of stressed out. I was really focusing on my trades. I was going in, seeing what I was doing, seeing how I was reading the market, seeing what were the things that I did wrong or that were messing me up in my flow, and what are other things that I can add on to continue to enhance my flow. So I was watching my videos, going back and just, you know, reviewing my trades. And after a while I kind of got like not burnt out, but I was just tired. I was tired of doing it. My brain was telling me it was time to go. And so I said either go to sleep or go dance. And so either way, I think my subconscious speaks to me in my sleep too, and we can talk about this in the future too. But I came out to dance, and I was dancing, and I entered the flow state. And this is normal. I usually am able to achieve the flow state when I'm dancing. And what I realized was that just like in dance, where I'm able to connect and feel and move and let my body move, and hit the notes even though I don't know the song, that right there is intuition. And I don't think there could be anything else than that. I think it has something to do with the ability to perceive time, to see ahead of time. I think it has a lot to do with aligning yourself to the moment. So I think that there's an interplay between that. And so being able to align yourself to the moment is something that I've been seeing in the day trading community, in the day trading world. I've gotten more success by reducing my focus down to the very minute. I'm talking about 15-second time frames. That's the charts. Those are the charts that I'm looking at. And so I'm looking to enter on a scalp, be in and out within 1 minute. And so what I realized, now here it is, man. This is what it was like. I was like, just like in dance, I choose to make a move based on the song, based on the rhythm, based on my partner, based on all, like, it's not just, and here's the thing, you cannot feign authentic dance. You cannot feign that. And the word is like fake. You can't feign fake. You cannot fake authentic dance. For me, this is a whole thing, but the beauty is in the subtleties. If you're able to move one movement, like one body part, and not put more energy than you need to, match match your output to what you're receiving, to the input of the song. If you can match it equally, then you are on the precipice of creation. You are creating that moment. Like, if you cannot repeat moves, you can't do the same moves over and over again, because then it's not authentic. Then it's just you're trying to show off, or you're afraid, or you're overthinking. And so this is where I can't. This is the whole thing. All right, but the basic premise is you cannot fake authenticity, and we know this. I'm talking about dance, but we can talk about this in real life. You know, it is in the moment when you let loose and you stop letting your mind take over and bringing anxiety to you. It's when you let that shit go when you can really come out and be yourself. All right, that's the principle. That's the universal principle, and I hope that you agree with me on this. Now, when it comes to day trading, the same thing. I'm realizing that this is the exact same thing. I can't tell whether the market is gonna go up or down or whatever, and neither should I be looking for that, because the moment I start trying to predict is the moment I start overstepping. So I can only meet the market to what it's telling me. I can only do that. And so this is where the whole game changes for me, because it's a little scary. I'm gonna be entering into an unknown world. I feel like something that, it's a theory that I have, but I have to do it. It's a theory that what if day trading was like dancing? And I realize this too, because I hear music while I'm day trading, and this is the thing, dude. Like, this is the shit that trips me out, and I have to say, like, I feel like I'm a genius. Like, I feel like I'm in that zone of genius that Mozart and that the fucking artists of the time, the occultists would even speak on this. They would speak about hearing the music of the spheres. So being able to hear music that is not playing externally, is you tuning into a music from the heavens. And so when I'm day trading, it feels like that. It feels like I'm listening to music, and there's a song playing, and so when I hit that move, when I enter my entry, when I put my entry, that is a move that I would enter into a dance. Like that, it's like I'm dancing with the market. I'm like, there's a tug and pull, and there's all this and that, and so I'm entering and I'm with the motion, dude. And man, like, and I think that this is gonna be my breakthrough. to day trading, because now I have something that I have a whole. The beauty about day trading is that nobody can compare. Like, it speaks for itself. You know, there's no other way. If you are a genius at day trading, then nobody can say you're not, because you're just making money. Your trades are off the charts. You're just making shit happen. Versus when it's dance, it's very subjective. So like, I don't make money off the right moves that I hit. It's only a feeling that I get, which is beautiful too. But now I'm translating that over, and so now it's like being myself. I'm now getting paid to be myself. And this is the amazing thing, for sure. This is amazing. So when it comes to parallel processing, really it stems from the idea that all is one, that everything is one, that everything is connected, that nothing is separate, that you're meant to be committed to the moment, you're meant to surrender to the moment, and in so doing, you make everything one. You bridge the worlds. You bridge worlds when you're surrendering to that moment. So the way to process parallelly, to process in a parallel fashion, is to committing to the moment, surrendering to your authenticity, and to bring it more at a minute level, it's being focused, being present. It's being able to exit the mind and just be. Surrender, allow for that higher force to come in. That is where intuition steps in. So with that being said, parallel processing is the key, because now everything will feed off each other. And this is also related to a previous video that I recorded and I still have yet to upload. But parallel processing is the key, because now you're not gonna be worried about separating your lives. It's about, okay, if I go and mess around, have fun for some time, that actually is gonna be very productive. And so it completely changes the way, the meaning of productivity, and also completely changes the way of the meaning of learning, of what it means to learn efficiently, per se. So I hope that is helpful. I hope you found my realization interesting. And I think this is going to go on to lucid living. I think this is a pretty well thought out idea. So, and I haven't posted. So I thank you guys for checking me out. I thank you guys for, I hope this is helpful. I'm just one man in this huge world. Just one man in this little world. And I just want to make big things happen. All right. You already know, man. Stay lucid. Peace out.